now's the time. Time to think about what 2018 means to you. What's up, socials? Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about something super important as we are getting ready for the new year. If you're new to me, then you need to know I am a sucker for New Year's. I love a fresh start. I love that feeling that you can have just knowing like, oh, today's a new day. Like, let's just set our intentions and go full speed at this thing. It's not necessarily about resolutions. It's more along the lines of just believing that you get a second chance. I think a lot of people actually would thrive off of knowing there's something about a new year that really helps people take that initiative. So that's just why I love New Year's. I feel like we can all rally around the fact that we can support each other in doing this, taking that fresh start that we might need in this moment. In thinking about what your new year is going to bring you, and really be thinking about that. Don't just let life happen to you. Make a plan. It doesn't have to be so rigid. It just has to be an intention that you set for yourself. You can come up with what I like to do, and that's sort of have this mentality or phrase, or simply put, a word of the year. What is your word of the year? The concept of this being, it guides you in a moment where you feel like you're being challenged a little bit, or you feel lost, or you just feel like you could be doing better. Or maybe you'll be having a shining moment and you can look back on your word of the year and go, yep, that's about right. That's what I think it's really good for. To give you some context of words of the year, they may not always make sense to everybody else, and that's not really what they're for. They're not some press release you're going to put out. It's for you. So let me share what I've actually used for words of the year in the past. One example is going into 2016. 2015 was a lot of craziness for me. I moved, things were happening personally, things were happening in business, and so 2016, I needed something that was going to keep me centered, because I don't do well with a lot of environmental changes. I mean, I can adapt and I'm open to that sort of thing, but it's a little bit crazy when it's your entire life that is moving around. So I had to embrace it, and the only way to embrace it was to make my word of 2016 change. Because no matter what I did to add stability and consistency in my life for that year, it was all going to be a major change. And I needed to be able to sit in any moment and go, you know what? This is just change, and that's okay. So why don't we change something else? Take control over something else. If this is a change that doesn't necessarily feel like something you wanted, that's okay. Embrace change, go change something else. Clearly that worked out, because I ended up getting my book written, and going into 2017, it was all about the book. So I decided my word of 2017 was vlog. Anything to do with the word vlog was gonna work out beautifully for me in 2017. Vlogging every day here, vlogging with other people, talking about vlogging, speaking about vlogging, selling a book about vlogging. It was all about the vlog in 2017. So now going into 2018, I've given some thought to this, and I believe I have chosen the right word as I'm moving to this part of my life, both personally and professionally. I've basically decided that my word of 2018 is to lead. I went through changes. I really honed in on my specialty, which is vlogging, and now I find myself where the best possible thing I could be doing in any moment is setting a good example. And it doesn't matter if it's to my dog, my sister, my mom, my audience, Charlotte, my employees, or anyone that crosses my path. The word lead to me sets a tone that I want to give off the best version of myself at any of those times. And anything I am dealing with in that moment, if I am going to channel leading, I am going to reposition anything I feel personally or sensitive about and think, what would I do if I was the leader in this situation to make it better? That's pretty much the conclusion I've come to for 2018, because that's something I want to work on deeply for myself. And I'd love to hear what you're thinking about for your new year. No matter if you're a sucker for the fresh start the way I am, I just think it's such a great opportunity to reflect. During this time where we spend a lot of these moments with family, and the dog wants to continue to walk in the middle of my set, but I love her to death because I just think, good God, how far we've come. And you sit there and you think, okay, what's next? Because it has to be something forward from what I've done thus far? This is the perfect time to think about that. So that's what I want to know from you. Question of the day is, what word would be the best for you as you think about being a better version of yourself in 2018? Leave that in the comments below. I really love talking about this because everyone's in a different place at different times of their life. So if you choose that word and it feels like the right thing for you, it's the right answer. And it can change, but it's so funny how you end up coming back to that word, something you picked in December of a former year, and go, that may have worked itself out. Or, honestly, or it didn't work itself out and the dog rolled over and moved the tripod. We're gonna leave it at that. That's all for today's socials. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. Make sure you subscribe for good vibes, and remember, a beagle can change the tone of your video at any given time, but it's okay because we're gonna keep going after the life that we want. Cheers.